Welcome students. Welcome all. In this session, I am going to teach you about the concept of free body diagram. And this concept I have already dealt with you in the beginning of the balanced forces. That is, when I am starting with the vectors, the concept of vectors, I taught you about this free body diagram. That is, what is a balanced force, what is an unbalanced force, and so on. Okay. So free body diagram என்ன எதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்றோம்ங்கறது previously சொல்லிருந்தேன். இந்த யூனிட்ல we will be using it for the solving of problems in mechanics. Okay, what is mechanics? So mechanically all the bodies and objects are related. That is, each and every object exerts force on other objects when it is touching. ஒவ்வொரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் இன்னொரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் மேல என்ன பண்ணோம், ஒரு டச் பண்ணும்போது it exerts an force. All the objects in the universe are attracted by the gravitational force. So எல்லா ஆப்ஜெக்ட் மேல என்ன இருக்கு, ஒரு ஃபோர்ஸ் இருக்கு நேச்சுரலா. What is that force? That force you call it as a gravitational force. So how do we represent a gravitational force? So that means the direction of the gravitational force on all the objects are towards the earth, towards the ground. Okay, so that is quite natural. For example, I will show you with the diagram. You consider a wooden block. You consider a wooden block here placed in the ground. Okay, let it be a 10 kg. Let this be a 10 kg wooden block. What is the attraction of this wooden block? I will represent it with an arrow. I will represent this with an arrow. It is at rest. What is the status of this object? In the object, what is status? It is not moving. It is not moving. It is quite static. Static means the object is not moving. The object is at rest. Rest இருந்தாலும் அது மேல என்ன force இருக்கு? What is the force on it? The force is the gravitational force. That is, it is represented by Fg. G represents the gravitational force. Okay, it has a mass. How do we, by Newton's second law? Here we go for the, we will be using the Newton's second law and the third law. Newton's second law எதுக்குன்னா, ஒரு mass கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, acceleration தெரியுதுன்னா, we can find the force, because by Newton's second law, what is the force equation? Force equal to mass times acceleration. That is the Newton's second law. And Newton's third law is what? Equal and opposite forces. Okay, what is the Newton's third law? So Newton's third law is, if mg is downward, every action has equal and opposite reaction. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. So what is the reaction by this? So if earth is pulling downwards, the reaction by this block is, it will be upward. Okay, that is reaction force. It may be a normal force. It is normal to the ground and it is quite opposite to the ground. And you see the magnitude. The magnitude of this is equal to this. That is, the length of this and length of this are same. The length of the two vectors are same. Why do we call it as a vector? Is the acceleration a vector? Everyone think who are watching this video, acceleration or vector? Speed vector, velocity vector, acceleration is a vector. So speed is not a vector, because speed has only magnitude and no direction. But velocity is a vector. And what is acceleration? Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. So since acceleration is related to velocity and velocity is a vector, acceleration is also a vector and it has a direction. So what is the direction of acceleration due to earth? So this is the downward direction. Okay, this is the downward direction. So when you are considering the axis, so for analyzing this type of concepts, you will be considering two dimensions, x-axis and y-axis. Okay, so positive x, this is positive y. When it is downward, that is negative y. Okay, இந்த ஒரு டயகிராமை எல்லா இடத்துலயும் கரெக்டா அப்ளை பண்ண தெரியும். You should be capable of applying this axis diagram in all the places where you are dealing with the forces. Forces எங்கெல்லாம் அப்ளை பண்றோமோ அங்கெல்லாம் இந்த axis draw பண்ணி தான் நீங்க அனலைஸ் பண்ண போறீங்க. Then the logic behind this is the sum of horizontal components, the sum of horizontal components and the sum of vertical components of the forces is 0. When you take a system, an object or a body, a system of objects, ஒரு system வச்சிட்டு உங்களுக்கு ஒரு என்ன இருக்கும், you will be having only gravitational force. If you have a system of objects, then what is the forces? Because each object exerts force on other object. Then how will you write the force components? So the logic here is the sum of horizontal components is 0, the sum of vertical components is 0. Why this is? This is a balanced force. This we call it as a balanced force or a balanced system. இது நகராம இருக்குனா இது பேலன்ஸ் ஆயிடுச்சு. horizontal component அதாவது there is no horizontal component, vertical ஆ தான் இருக்கு. Okay, so this system is balanced. Fg is equal to r. If I am giving any acceleration and I am pulling this object above, there will be some what? Some acceleration I am giving. There is some vertical component. Okay, அப்ப system balance பண்றதுக்கு என்ன ஆகும்? I have to give some other force. If I want to lift this 10 kg, I have to give an external force to lift this. Okay, so keep this in mind. The sum of horizontal, in a balanced system, the sum of horizontal components is equal to 0 and the sum of vertical components is equal to 0. So when we deal with a problem, it will be very easy for you to understand this concept. And I will read from the book as given the statements behind this. So draw a diagram showing the various parts of the assembly of the objects, because if we have a system of objects, we have to draw the diagram and we have to take only one convenient part and we have to separate, and no environment diagram should be drawn. We have to draw only the object diagram and we should not include the forces on the environment by the system. That is, we should not include the forces on the environment by the system. A diagram of this type is known as free body diagram. Okay, environment la edho force irundhuchina adha consider pannakoodadhu, and the system kulla irukra force we have to consider. So in a free body diagram, include information about forces. In a free body diagram, the forces should have the magnitude, the direction. Okay, for example, if there is a rope, means there is a tension in the rope. That means the tension or the magnitude we should know, and the direction should not be found. Then if we don't know any values, that should be treated as a variables. The unknown values are treated as a variables always. Then if we have to apply the Newton's third law wherever we want to find the unknown values. That means if this is Fg, if Fg is known, for example 10, what is R? By applying Newton's third law, if this is equal and opposite forces. If Fg is 10, R is minus 10. Okay, on inverse, that is the direction is opposite, that is negative value of 10. So please pause the video and make a note of this. Follow the video with the statements that I am telling students. Okay, I will discuss the concept with a problem. Now students, we listen the problem. Actually it's a book exercise. So I will read the problem. Listen carefully. A wooden block of mass M of mass 2 kg rests on a soft horizontal floor. When an iron cylinder of mass 25 kg, so two masses are given. So let us consider the first. When an iron cylinder of mass 25 kg is placed on top of the block, the flow yields steadily and the block and the cylinder together go down with an acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square. So the acceleration is meter per second square. So what is the action of block on the floor? So our main aim is to find the action of block on the floor before and after the floor yields. Now the first constraint is, so we have two constraints, that is two masses we have, that is 2 kg mass and 25 kg mass. So what is the 2 kg mass? The 2 kg mass is a wooden block of, I will draw it with the diagram. So please you can follow this video with your pen and paper. So the answer, the solution is, so I will draw a wooden block of mass M in a floor. So this is a block of 2 kg. Okay. So what is the diagram that we draw for this? A free body diagram means we have in general, or any mass will be attracted towards a ground. That we call it as a gravitation force. So we have a force here. So this mass is naturally accelerated by the gravity. So that is, this is mg. The force towards the earth is mg. Force is mass times the acceleration. What is the mass here? The force is Fg is equal to mg, which is, what is the mass here? 2 into, what is the value of g here? G is, take g equal to 10. So for calculation convenience, in certain problems they would have specified the value as 10 instead of 9.8. So 10 வந்து எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா multiplication factor ஈஸியா இருக்கும்னால 9.8 கன்சிடர் பண்ண வேண்டாம், क्वेश्चनலே கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க. So you can listen carefully. Okay? So you consider this 2 kg. What is the gravitation force? That is mass times the gravity, acceleration value is 10. So the Fg is 20 Newton. So Fg is 20 Newton. This mass 2 kg is not being disturbed. இதல எந்த disturbance இப்ப initial இல்ல இந்த கண்டிஷன்ல. அப்ப இதல reaction force என்ன இருக்கும்? That is R. The reaction force is, by Newton's third law, this is equal to this. The value of this Mg will be equal to the equal and opposite reaction. Okay? Equal and opposite reaction radana இது static ஆ இருக்க முடியும். Clear? So this R is equal to, I will write this by Newton's third law, R equal to Fg. So what is the value of R here? R equal to 20 Newton. This is upward. The direction is upward. So kindly copy it along with me. The next part of the question is, when an iron cylinder of mass 25 kg, now so the mass is being increased, okay, and another part is iron cylinder. ஒரு iron cylinder என்ன பண்ணாங்க, 25 kg mass இருக்கிற iron cylinder is placed on the top of this block. இந்த block மேல என்ன பண்றாங்க, ஒரு 25 kg mass place பண்றாங்க. The floor yields steadily and block and the cylinder together go down with an acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square. So in the weight and 2 kg mass la na enna pandren, or 25 kg vechone, when I place this 25 kg on this 2 kg, what happens is, due to this weight, okay, the floor yields steadily and the total system is accelerated towards the ground and it go down with a acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square. கொஞ்சம் கீழ போகுது. ஹெவியா weight வைக்கும்போது என்ன ஆகுது, கிரவுண்ட்ல இருந்து கொஞ்சம் கீழ இறங்குது. கிரவுண்ட் லெவல்ல இருந்து கொஞ்சம் weight அதிகமா இருக்கனால கீழ போகுது. Okay, since the weight is being increased, the mass just goes inside the ground. Okay, what is the value? It goes 0.1 meter per second square acceleration it is going. So acceleration is ஒரு word கொடுக்கறனால you may get confused, but it is not like that. இவ்வளோ 0.1 meter per second square னா எனக்கு weight வச்சோனே எனக்கு ஒரு 1 feet 2 feet அந்த மாதிரி distance இறங்கி இருக்கு. ஓகே, அது ஒரு இறங்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு டைம் எடுத்துக்கும். It would have taken some time to get into the ground. Okay, so now by relating the time and the distance traveled by the, okay, this mass entire system, they are telling this acceleration. Okay, so the constraint given is this system is going with an acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square when this 25 kg is placed. Now I will note it with a diagram. So the same diagram here, 2 kg. Now this is another mass. This is 25 kg. It is like a cylinder. Cylinder ne கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, அதனால cylinder shape ல வரைஞ்சிருக்காங்க. Okay, so this is placed in this 25 kg. So total mass is 25 plus 2, which is 27 kg. So total mass is 27 kg. So when I place this 25 kg, what happens is this entire system goes down. This system goes down. Now if I draw the diagram for this, what will be the diagram? So this is 27 kg. Now gravitation value G is, it has mg. So what is mg? Mg is total mass is 27. 27 times G is 10. So that is 270 Newton. So this value is 270 Newton. Clear? So this value is 270 Newton. Initially, vechone adoda gravitation value enadhu, acceleration due to gravity is 270 Newton. Then what happens is, the floor together goes down with an acceleration of 0.1. So together and now it is coming down. So initially in the ground state la enadhu, ground state கீழ மண்ணு கீழ வந்தது. So this system goes down. Okay, this system goes down with an acceleration of, so this 27 kg. is by applying Newton's second law is force equal to mass times this acceleration. What is the force here? So this is the dominating force since 270 is going down. So 270 is the maximum force. So F equal to ma, that is the formula. So when I apply this formula here, what is the force? That is 270 minus R dash. Okay, it is not only 270 because it is coming down. So this 270 is dominating, and beyond this 2 minus R dash is there. That is the reaction force, which is equal to, what is the mass? Mass is 27 times the acceleration value is given. What is the acceleration? It is coming down 0.1. 0.1 is the acceleration value. So now you check what is the value here. After manipulating this, the value of R dash is, so R dash, what we get is the value of R dash 267.3 Newton. So the value of R dash is 267.3 Newton. Consider here, listen here students, here this 270 is dominating this R dash. It is not always, because here it is not balanced. If it is balanced, there will not be any movement of the system. Until it is getting balanced, it will go down due to this weight. Okay? இந்த 25 kg வெச்சனால எனக்கு என்ன ஆகல, பேலன்ஸ் ஆகல. அதனால அதே பாயிண்ட்ல இருக்க முடியல. அதனால என்ன ஆகுது, அந்த வெயிட்னால it is moving down. என்ன ஆக்சலரேஷன்ல மூவ் ஆகுது, 0.1 ஆக்சலரேஷன்ல மூவ் ஆகுது. Until what? அதனால எனக்கு it is not all the times that the downward value of force should be equal to upward value னு சொல்ல முடியாது. ஓகே, அப்ப மூவ் ஆகும்போது இதுதான் அதிகமா இருக்கும். அப்ப அப்போசிட்ல இருக்கிறது கம்மியா இருக்கும். Okay, so R dash is 267.3 and this F down is 270. Clear? So before I keep this weight, I have 20 Newton, and after I keep this weight, I have, you see the changes in the R dash. So ஒரு பேலன்ஸ்டா இருக்க சிஸ்டமும் அன்பேலன்ஸ்டா இருக்க சிஸ்டமுக்கும் என்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ் பாருங்க. So please make a note of this. Pause the video and write this carefully. If you have any doubts, please make a note of it. Now students, an interesting problem. I will read this. The horizontal force of 150 Newton is applied on a 20 kg box. So which causes it to move to the right? So I will show it diagrammatically. So now we have a 20 kg box. So let us consider this box. This is 20 kg. Clear? Okay. So this is a ground. What I am doing is, the horizontal force of 150 Newton is applied on this. So I am applying a horizontal force. In what direction? The direction is, so that is I am giving, and this force causes it to move the right side. That means the force is given here, and this makes the object to move in the right hand side. So this 150 Newton. So it will be very easy for you if you convert the statements into a figure. Okay, immediately you should convert the statements into a diagram. What is the acceleration if there is no friction? The This is the first one. Then what are the forces we have here? Now I will resolve the forces. இப்போ இந்த டயகிராம் வரைஞ்சிட்டீங்கனால இந்த டயகிராம்ல இருந்து ஃப்ரீ பாடி டயகிராம் எப்படி வரையணும்? அப்ப இந்த பாடி இருக்கு 20 kg 150 நியூட்டன். அப்ப இது மூவ் ஆகும்போது என்ன இருக்கும்? When an object is moving, what is that? That is a kinetic energy. When an object is moving, you listen to the board. When an object is moving, there will be a kinetic energy. What is the friction applied here? The friction that is released by the object is kinetic friction. So that is Fk. Fk is the kinetic friction. Then any other thing? The mass of the, there will be a gravitational force here, that is 20 into g. So for example, that is Fg. I will keep it as Fg, and you have your reaction force R. And always this vertical components will cancel each other because the object is moving in horizontal direction only. Object என்னது horizontal ஆக மூவ் ஆகுது, vertical எங்கேயுமே டிஸ்ப்ளேஸ் ஆகல. அப்படினா horizontal ஆ மட்டும் தான் டிஸ்ப்ளேஸ் ஆகுது. vertical ஆ மூவ் ஆச்சுனா கீழேயோ இல்ல மேலேயோ மூவ் ஆச்சுனா தான் vertical component சேஞ்ச் ஆகுதுன்னு அர்த்தம். ஏனா இது கீழ புல் பண்றது புல் பண்றது மேல ரியாக்ஷன் ஃபோர்ஸ் சேமா இருக்கனால மேல எந்த ஒரு டைரக்ஷனுமே மாறல. vertical எந்திரிக்கல இல்ல கீழேயும் போகல. ஓகே, horizontal மட்டும் தான் மாறுது. So அப்ப இங்க 150 நியூட்டன் கொடுக்கறனால it is moving in the right hand side. அதுக்கு kinetic இருக்கறனால kinetic friction இருக்கு. So the kinetic friction will be witnessed here. Fk will be here. Okay, it will be opposite to that force. So we have to find the acceleration if there is no friction. So coming to the formula. So what is the formula for force? Force is mass times acceleration. So now what is the force given? Friction in that. I am considering there is no friction in this. Okay, Fk is 0. So we can directly go for the Newton's second law. So A equal to F by M. What is force? 150 by 20, which is 7.5 meter per second square. Clear? Next one is part B. What is the acceleration if the coefficient of friction, kinetic friction is 0.5? Now in the second constraint, coefficient of kinetic friction is given. That is Fk is given. Okay. So what we have to find? We have to find the acceleration if the coefficient of kinetic friction is given. So what is the coefficient of formula? Fk is, so given that mu k equal to 0.25. So this value is given. We have to find the acceleration for this kinetic friction. So F equal to Fk, that is the kinetic friction, equal to mu k times the normal force. Mu k times the normal force. This is the formula for kinetic friction. Okay, force due to the kinetic friction. So now you apply the unknown variable. You keep the unknown. What is unknown here? So Fk is unknown. So you know mu k, and what is the normal force here? The normal force is, so Fg is, this R is the normal force. Here N is this R, or you can either R or N. N is the normal force. So N is equal to Fg. Then what is Fg here? Now to find N equal to F times G. F times G is mass into A. What is acceleration due to gravity? 20 into 10. So now N equal to 200 Newton. N equal to 200 Newton. So now what is Fk? Fk is 0.25 into 200. So Fk is 50. Fk is 50 Newton. Now what is the final question that is being asked? Using the acceleration in part B. So this is part B. So what is the acceleration we found? I have found only the Fk value. The net force, the net friction is what? Now I have Fk. Clear students, listen. I have now Fk and the force applied is 150. The net force is, then F net is 150 negative of 50. That is F net. That is 100. Because it is moving right. 150 தான் அதிகமா இருக்கு. Fk ங்கிறது கம்பேரிட்டிவா கம்மியா தான் இருக்கு. So F net force is 150 minus 50. So copy this carefully. Listen to this carefully. Net force is what? Fk is a kinetic friction. So then what is the net force on this system? When it is moving, what is the net force on the system? 150 is given. The kinetic friction is 50 and the difference is 150 minus 50 is 100 Newton. So அப்ப அந்த 100 Newton எப்பவுமே இருக்கும். நீங்க 150 Newton அப்ளை பண்ணீங்கன்னா kinetic friction போக அந்த 100 Newton தான் அதனால ஆக்ட் ஆகும். ஓகே? Now we have to find the acceleration. So this part B la we have to find acceleration. What is the acceleration as? So I will erase this. So you can pause the video and copy this. I will give you time. I will move from the board. Please students, you can copy this. And now so what is the acceleration value? F net equal to 100 Newton. Now applying the Newton's second law. So F equal to mass times acceleration. Now A equals to F by m. That is 100 by 20. That is 50. Sorry, 5. That is 5 Newton. The value is 5 Newton. 5 Newton or I am sorry. The value is 5 meter per second square. The value of acceleration is 5 meter per second square. The unit of acceleration is meter per second square. I am sorry guys. Please make a change. 5 meter per second square. And finally, what is asked in C? What is the using the acceleration in part B? What is the final speed of the box after 8 seconds? So now we have found the value of acceleration in part C. Okay. So it is being asked, what is the final speed of the box? Box is moving due to my speed. Okay, due to my force. Now force கொடுக்கிறேன், box move ஆகுது. Okay. அப்ப acceleration value கிடைச்சிருச்சு. எனக்கு acceleration இருந்துச்சுன்னா டைம் இருந்துச்சுன்னா என்ன கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம்? velocity கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். So what is the final speed of the box after 8 seconds? So now what are the parameters we have? We have to find speed. அப்ப speed னா என்ன? இங்க நான் டைரக்ஷனோட சொல்றேன், velocity னு வெச்சுக்கலாம். Okay, because we have a proper direction. So acceleration is velocity by time. So a equal to v by t. V and we can consider this velocity as speed. Okay, so then it means v equal to a into t. So what is the acceleration in part B? This 5 meters. So v equal to the speed 5 times, what is the time? 8 seconds. So that is 40 meter per second. So this is the final value of the velocity. This is a interesting problem, students. So each part is related to others. Okay, each part of the question is related. So this question has 3 parts and each part of the question is related to other part. Copy this clearly, and if you have any doubts in this type of question, you can post me. Now students, finally a simple problem. A rope lifts up the 5 kg box with a tension force of 80 Newton. What is the acceleration of the box? So a rope lifts up a 5 kg box with a tension force of, so what are the parameters given? Here we have a tension force. What is the acceleration of the box? I will draw the diagram first. So the solution, so it specifies that there is a 5 kg mass. Okay, so there is a rope. The rope is connected to the 5 kg mass and it is lifting it. Okay, so 5 kg mass, this is the rope. So what is the force given by this? 80 Newton force. So a tension force of 80 Newton. So the tension in the rope is 80 Newton, and with this tension force a 5 kg mass is being lifted. What we have to find? What is the acceleration of the box? So now since it is being lifted up, the box is lifted up with some acceleration. So we have to find the value of this acceleration. So how to find it? So you see there is no horizontal components. The vertical component is here. There is the force due to the gravity, the gravitation force, mass times the gravitation. So I will write the equation. That is, what is the equation for this? The sum of the vertical components are getting equal. What are the vertical components? That is tension, it is upward force T minus mg. So not, what is the value? Is T minus, what is the weight here? What is the downward force? This is 80 Newton, and what is the downward is mg. That is right. And the vertical force that we are giving, that is, we are accelerating this 5 kg mass with some acceleration that is given by that is considered as a vertical force. Now ஒரு இப்போ initially 5 kg க்கு 80 Newton கொடுத்தா என்ன இருக்கு? 5 kg is divided by 80 and mg. Okay, I am accelerating this mass with some vertical force. Okay, that is, what is the acceleration? Acceleration means here this 5 kg into a, that is the acceleration. This mass is accelerated by this value A. Okay. So tension T minus mg. This is the equation. Now I will substitute the values for it. M into A equal to AT minus M into G. Let G be 10. You take the value of G as 10. So I will bring it out here. So what is A? Yeah, 80 minus. What is the mass here? 5 kg. 5 into 10 divided by 5. So the value of A is 80 minus 50 by 5. That is 36 meter per second square. So draw the diagram with the directions very clearly. So if there is no movement, this will be 0. If there is no movement, அதாவது பேலன்ஸ்டா இருக்குனா this will be 0. Okay, T minus mg cancel ஆயிடும். Okay, நான் ஃபோர்ஸ் கொடுக்கறனால என்ன ஆகுது? இங்க ஆக்சலரேஷன் நடக்குது. இதுல என்ன தியரினா, what is the theory is, if I am giving any அந்த ரோப்ல நான் ஃபோர்ஸ் கொடுத்து என்ன பண்றேன்? I am giving acceleration to the 5 kg. So this left hand side is not 0. There is an acceleration on this mass. If the rope is just tied to the mass, சும்மா அப்படியே கயிறு கட்டி புடிச்சிட்டு இருக்கேன், தூக்கல, புடிச்சிட்டு இருந்தா உங்களுக்கு என்ன இருக்காது? அந்த மாஸ்ல எந்த acceleration இருக்காது. Just I have tied the rope to the mass. Okay, there will not be any acceleration. If I am lifting means there will be some acceleration. Clear? So that acceleration is given by this tension minus gravitation force, because this is upward and this is downward. So T minus mg is upward போறனால இதுதான் dominating force. அப்ப T minus mg is equal to this accelerating force. Thank you, students. If you have any doubts, you can make note of it in your classwork itself. So follow the videos and write the hints, everything in your classwork. So I will just move from the board. You pause the video and write everything clearly. Okay, thank you.